ladies and gentlemen, viewers, participants, we are going to go to the last presenter for today. We have like more or less 50 minutes to go, but I think it's fair for Associate Prof. Dr. Annamai Damnet to share his experiences on the issue on adaptive education. So without further delay, allow me to invite from Kasatsart University, Thailand, Associate Prof. Dr. Annamai Damnet, who's going to share with us a bit on the English development, the use of English to the development of creative tourism in the line with local identity and practices of the people of Sophisai District, Bangkan Province. So 15 minutes sharing session with Dr. Annamai. To you, Doctor. Okay, so while waiting for the slides to be on screen, all right, so there will be more paper presentations this afternoon. All right, so you guys need to check out. We are going to share the link for the afternoon session. All right, so now the slides are on screen. Okay, Dr. Annamai, to you. Dr. Annamai, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and my apologies for my late presentation. I am in the Laos. I got 15 minutes to present. My topic is the use of English to the development of creative tourism in the line with local identity and practices of the people of Sophisai District, Bangkan Province. Sophisai is a district of the Bangkan Province in the north of east of Thailand, and the tourism industry in Thailand is based on the revenue from industry. 10% of GDP of people. Could you please the slide? I cannot. Who's going to right? Okay, then community-based tourism, CBT, is tourism in which local people enhance their involvement and participation in the tourism planning and development in their areas, having positive impact on social, economic, and environmental conditions of their communities. And in terms of geography, in terms of geography, the use of English to the development of creative tourism in the line with local identity and practice of the people of Sophisai District, Bangkan Province. This research intends to 4 items. The first one is to extract local knowledge and apply the knowledge of the ISSECI learning model in order to develop the uses of English to tourism development in Sophisai District, Bangkan Province. Is anybody can let me to present the slide for me, please? Number 2, to develop tourist attraction and the highlight local cuisine as a method to promote the creative tourism industry with a local identity in Sophisai District, Bangkan Province. Further, this research aimed to item 3, to identify strategies for knowledge management in tourism development that promote the sustainable strengthening of the creative tourism industry with a local identity in the Sophisai District of Bangkan Province as well. And the last, my research aim was to create user-friendly learning and utilization through travel and food and English language learning guides based on the local identity. Now, the next slide, please. In this mixed method study, 5 activities were carried out. The first activity was visiting the area to select the body of knowledge that is appropriate for the community according to the ISSECI learning model. And please move the slide for me, please. The person who moved the slide. Activity 2, the transferring knowledge to promote learning acceptance of learning to use English for the growth of tourism. Activity 3, evaluating the effectiveness of learning handbooks and adjusting them to be more suitable for the needs of tourists. The result of the evaluation revealed that both the travel and culinary handbooks were quite satisfied in terms of format and content and usage. Activity 4, establish the experimental travel group of evaluate tourist attraction according to the 5 A's. The evaluation showed a highly satisfied average. Next one, activity 5, creating and reviewing 3 learning manuals that adhere to academic principles, including important travel guides in Bangkok province, food guides in Sobisai district of Bangkok province, and an English language learning manual for 6th grade students who have demonstrated a significant increase in their academic performance. Next slide, please. This slide shows the photos of the visiting the area to select the body of knowledge. The first photo was social activity with Thai Royal Army. The second one is the group from Tourism Authority of Thailand. And the last photo is the middle-aged generation. Now, activity 2, the tables below are the transferring knowledge to promote learning and acceptance of learning to use English for the growth of tourism. Satisfaction with use, okay. And the activity 2 is a transferring. Next slide, please. The result of the assessment of the English language. Next slide, please. The satisfaction with use, yes, that's correct. The result of the assessment of the English language learning manual by 3 experts, and you can read from the slide. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yes, that's correct. Next, please. The evaluation, the effectiveness of learning handbook and adjust, right, this is correct. Please stay on these slides. Establish the experimental travel group to evaluate tourist attraction according to the 5 A's. The evaluation show a highly satisfied average, and as the table presented. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. And the tourist satisfaction, access to tourist attraction. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. Activity 5. You see, from this, the research impact, economic impact, social impact as follow. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so, and please return to the next slide, to the slide before, right? Okay. Thank you for Dr. Danupon Sengnak and Dr. Anchista Pudom, who are my assistant. And now Q&A time. If you have got some questions, please ask the questions or advice. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Dr. Annamai from Kasetsart University, Thailand. Thank you for sharing, even though we have like, a little time due to the time constraints, yeah. But we also have one question for you. I mean, the use of English language in promoting the tourism, in the province that you mentioned this now. How is it going?
Yes. And it is going very well because we focus the English for the primary student, the year 6 of the primary student in Bangkok. And so I hope those students can use the English and to be a little guides for the tourists, for the foreign tourists to visit Bangkok province, and at least they can talk with the English people to ask the simple questions, things like that.
So true. All right. English language is the medium of communication, right, with the locals and also the tourists.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yes.
I'm sure that there will be like lots of adaptive methods, that your university using in teaching and learning. All right. So I think that's about all. Thank you so much to Dr. Annamai from the
Yes.
University of Kasetsart, Thailand. Thank you, Doctor, for your time. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you,
viewers and participants, thank you. We're going to have a break for 1 hour. Okay, so perhaps for you to rest, taking your lunch, all right, and be ready for the next parallel session that will be at 2 o'clock after this. I mean, yeah, now is more or less 1:05, okay, Malaysian time, okay. So we're gonna meet again at 2 p.m. for the parallel session.